So here's the contest page. I had 327 total entries. Now, hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer RC. Today I want to give you a little bit of a channel update as well as a bit of a Tamiya Tuesday, talk about some of the stuff I've got going on as I get ready for the on-road nationals coming up later in March. So I think over the next week and a half I'm likely going to have to slow down my videos a little bit, so I'll put out this one, maybe one more to get me through to the end of next week because I really do need to be focusing more on getting my cars ready for that big race. So the first thing, I'm not going to get at all my Tamiyas and show you again like I did for the last little update, but the TRF 419 is ready to go. The truck is pretty much ready to go, although I have another one to build. So the Buggyra came in, that's behind me there. I have to get that Buggyra kit opened and start building that body. As well as when I went to racing on the weekend, someone told me that that kit actually has some revised, stronger parts in it. So I am quite curious to open that up and take a look and see. But before I start on opening another kit, I've got a bit of a mess here on my table. So these are the projects that I have currently on the go. I've been getting this body ready. This is the Tamiya, this is the Mercedes AMG GT3, and this was the color scheme that I went with. So I went for this blue color because I was going to model this after the Bilstein build, but the blue that I chose ended up getting a little bit darker and a little bit brighter, and I put a little bit of pearl into it, so it's kind of a unique color. And I wanted a color that was bright on track, that worked with the yellow. So it kind of turned into a bit of a Wolverine looking style, but this is where it's at right now. I think I'm going to do probably my own little sponsor decals on it, but now the rest of it is to get the parts kitted out. So I've got the wing to put on, has some side mirrors, and the lights. Each of these lights has Lexan pieces that go inside for extra detail. Oh, those are the tail lights, and here's the front lights here. So these need to get glued into position, and then they add more depth to your light. So that's pretty neat. And I have left these open so that I can add LEDs in the future if I want to. So that's how the front end of this car is going to look. Once I add the lights and the tail lights and the wing, it should be pretty nice. So that's going to be the race body that I use on my TA07 Pro, is going to be this AMG GT3. So this body came with this chassis, the TT02, so I got to fish out some parts out of this kit because this kit is not built yet. So I have to find the rear wing mounts, the wing mirrors, and a bunch of other little trim bits that work to finish off the body. So I got to get that fished out of here. So that'll be the next step before I clear off my table and I start on a new build. Just quickly pulling out the Buggyra body and getting that Buggyra body set up, as well as checking out to see some of those unique parts. So let me just take a quick look inside. Now, I do know that the front and the rear bumpers are different. Someone at the racing on the weekend told me that, you know, the structural bracing on that kit is different. It's a stiffer, he said it's a stiffer chassis, which I'm not sure I believe that. So let's open it up and see. Okay, so here's all the Tamiya part. This is your Tamiya parts bag with your bushings and motor. Here's the ESC. Here's the body, this multi-piece body. This is going to take quite a bit of work to build out. You have to cut this out. So take a look at all the people who did the last build off on the Buggyra series. It is a very minor difference, but these plastics are a slightly different sheen than the others. Now, they're not saying that this is any bit of a revised part, but the color of these plastics are a little bit different, so it's either a molding difference or they may be slightly more rigid, but this part does not seem to be indicated as any different. 2008, it's just the D set of parts for a TT01. I think it's mostly just a color-based difference, because that does not feel like it's any stronger. But it definitely does have a slightly different look to the plastics. Just the color of it is different. So I don't think there's anything too spectacular there. And here's the rest of the body. That's the base of the body truck. And the other things that are different is the body mounts are different. The front bumper is much different. It's a much smaller front bumper, way smaller than the MAN truck. And I got to build out the wheels. So I'm going to just pull out some parts here. And then let me just take a quick look here. This tub, yeah, the tub is exactly the same. So I've just got a whole set of parts here. And the rear bumper is a slightly different shape than the MAN truck as well. It's just slightly molded different to fit the body a bit better. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for that one. Just going to work on the body and the wheels, and probably just, well, we'll see how much time I get. This, I feel like this is going to be a stretch. You know, I have had some offers of someone who wants to paint this body for me, but I've already got a bunch of paints here that I want to try to use up. So this is likely going to be its color scheme is blue, white, and orange, because I do want to use these paints up. I'm going to finish off the AMG GT3, and then I'm going to start building the Buggyra body and make sure that I have that ready for nationals. And then it's time to actually start on my next build-off kit, which is the Kong head. Yes, I got a Kong head. So that's where we're at. I'm not even going to open this in this video, but I am going to start a build off of the Kong head probably in the next week. I'm just going to get it started. After I get this stuff cleared off the bench a bit, I'm going to start a new build, but it'll be probably into April by the time I'm finished this. So I'll get videos out about that after the racing is done. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you about is my 10,000 subscriber giveaway, which has closed and the winners have been chosen. So if you didn't know that was even happening, I urge you to follow me on all my other social networks. I did announce it on Facebook, as well as I did announce it on YouTube, although it didn't come out as a video. It came out in the community page where you can post non-video content. So I did announce it there. I gave you the link of how to enter. It was open for 10 days, I think, the contest was open, and it is now closed. So here's the contest page. I had 327 total entries. Now that doesn't mean that it was 327 people. It was actually 65 users which entered into 327 actions, and that give these people that many chances to win. Now I made this where it was a question as one of the mandatory things. What Netcruzer video content did you prefer the most? And that gave me some interesting statistics, so that when I can see here that 32 people liked RC, 22 people liked my tech content, and 3 people liked cars. And it gives me the breakdown of all the people that entered. I do not get access to your emails unless you win. So that is obscured information that Gleam takes care of, which I do like. So the winner has been posted. I can't show you the winner on the Gleam backend because it will expose their emails, but I have publicly announced who won. And it's under the winning entries indication here. So here are the winners of the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Philip L from USA is the first pick, Smithish N from India, and Avanti T from Romania. Now, I have emailed Philip, and I'm waiting for a response. I was going to give Philip first pick of prizes because he was picked first, and then I was moving down the list. Philip, it's been 2 or 3 days now. I have not had a reply from you, so please check your email. If we get to next Monday and I have not had a response, you will have to forfeit your win, and I will repick again. I do have the ability to repick winners. Choices will move down to the next level, and I'll cycle through here until I get a response. Now I'm offering prizes based on what you chose as your preferred content. So right now, as it stands, Philip and Smithesh are RC, and Avani is tech. So if you won, check your emails, and you'll see some offers from me of prizes. You just keep an eye on that page, and if no one replies back to me in 1 week, I'm going to keep cycling winners until I get a response. So I'm going to send an email. If no one replies, sorry, I'm giving you between 7 and 10 days to reply. If you don't reply, I got to recycle the winners, or else I'm never going to get this contest closed. It would go on forever. So yes, thank you for 10,000 subscribers. We're actually very close to approaching 11,000 subscribers. It was interesting to see the breakdown of replies on what content people like the most. It was pretty much RC was, out of all the people that entered, RC was #1. Tech was in a close second though, so it's a pretty good mix of people who watch my videos who like RC and tech, and then cars was a very distant third. Although the car content, some of the car content just does amazing. The last video that I just put out, it was a quick little video of me in my car making some changes through the computer system, and it's approaching 10,000 views in 4 days. It's going very well. So I'm going to continue down that path of continuing to do RC and tech and car content when it fits my schedule the best that I can. All right, guys, so thanks for watching. That's where I'm at. So first priority is finish this body for USGT, and then start on the Buggyra body, and then after the Buggyra body is set up, then I'll start on the Kong head 6x6. And the Kong head should be cool. I'll get in a bit more detail about that as I start building it. All right, guys, so if you enjoyed this or you learned something, hit that like button. If you're new around here, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Remember, if you're a winner, if you are one of these 3 people, please check your inbox because you will get an email from me soon.